Hi guys, it is now 11:48 a.m. on Monday, the 34th day I'm doing this, or 33rd, I don't know. But I just got off the phone with the person that we're going to make the mastermind weekly call with, and we're both so excited because it's like I think my massive goal is like my overarching goal is to help people. And when I say help, I mean like in a real way, not like a lofty, like not like a guru thing, but like a genuine way. Anyway, is to bring these like kind of what some might consider out there ideas or esoteric ideas or lofty ideas or, woo woo ideas, but that work. And like take them out of and bring them down, like ground them into reality, and then take inspired action from there. And I really believe and basically know, because I do it anyway, right? Where I have an ability to meet someone where they're actually at and compassionately and non judgmentally help them take a step. And I'm really, saturating myself to the extent I can with a 360 kind of immersion of this is why, this is how behavior happens. This is how patterns are formed. So like what's keeping you stuck, and then how to get out of it. And I'm just really excited, and I just have a lot of peace right now too, which I'm really grateful for. So my back is still like in pain, but I know it's happy with me because I'm sitting and I have the heating blanket, and I'm just really working hard on not doing anything that I would regret. And that's really big. So I haven't eaten anything yet, but I'm spending my time wisely, if that makes sense. And so I'm really proud of myself for that. And I just want to say that you can't control if a thought enters your mind, because the mind's job is to think of thoughts. Okay? So you can't control if a thought enters your mind. So do not feel ashamed that you have a thought. And remember, you are not your thought. So you don't have to be scared of thoughts. And yes, I'm speaking to myself too. And once you like fully believe that, it's so freeing, because then you could have a thought that's not a thought you want to think, but the mere presence of it showing up isn't going to send you, astray. Like you're not going to have shame for a thought entering your mind. You're not responsible for what thoughts enter your mind. You're responsible for what you do with your thoughts. So, using that analogy I used, I think, last week of like the restaurant. So the foods come to you, and it's all food that you hate, or it's like, a bunch of sugar and you don't actually want sugar. You're not responsible for the food showing up to your table, but you're responsible if you eat the food, right? So, and at the same time, keep ordering the foods you do want, so that eventually the table will be so filled with the foods, it's hard to say, that you do want, that you won't have room for the foods that you don't want. It's that crowd out philosophy for, like dieting. If you eat, a bunch of vegetables before you eat something else, you are going to end up eating less of whatever the other thing is. It's just how it's going to work. So I don't know about you, but that is very freeing. I don't have to try to prevent a thought from coming in my head. And at the same time, I'm going to keep doing subconscious work, conscious work, body work, the 360 approach to lessen the, let me think of it this way, to lessen the appeal, like, what's the word? Appeal of those thoughts coming in, if that makes sense. Like the faster I can be like, oh no, I hear you thought, that's past programming. And then go for what I want. And I think that's going to be really freeing. So I just wanted to share that. And I'm hopefully getting food semi soon. But I have not, like, all I've done is talk on the phone. But it was a very worthwhile and fruitful conversation. And I'm just really grateful that I'm really creating space so that I can actually be much more effective in what I do. Because I know I'm smart. I know I have things to give. And I know I give to my daughter every single day. But I also know that I, like everyone else, deserves a life that they love. And I know that time and energy are finite resources. So the people who really have the life they want, they say no to stuff that doesn't work for them, So anyway, I'm just excited. I'm really excited. And I'm really proud of myself for both pushing through this weekend and also realizing that, rest or even just downtime it's not only not a bad thing, it's necessary if you want to continue to go forward, basically. And like I said, I think what I'm going to do moving forward, this week's kind of an anomaly because she's leaving this weekend. So I think actually this week I'm going to sit a lot and, unless she's here, because I know it's coming soon where if I don't actively rest, it sounds weird, but proactively rest, I will be forced to rest. That's what this back is teaching me. And I also know that, like, I would prefer her last week before she leaves me to be able to be there fully for her. So this is a way I can do it this week. But yeah, I'm basically spending a lot of time thinking, and that's a really good thing. And I'm really excited, and I'm really grateful that I'm sharing this, because I know I could help people. I am helping people, but I know I could help someone in a very practical and real way by being able to access these higher states of mind and, like, learning about energy and everything. So anyway, I think I'm going to drink a bunch of water now and just let things kind of settle for a bit, because I'm waiting to see when I can get food. Yeah, so love you guys.